In the history of warfare, there is one scenario that keeps generals awake at night. It is the ultimate what if, a full-scale, boots-on-the-ground invasion of the United States of America. On paper, it sounds like a Hollywood movie, but in reality, it is a logistical impossibility. The United States isn't just a country, it is a fortress designed by geography and weaponized by industry. To conquer America, you don't just have to beat the military, you have to fight the planet itself. So, let's play the war game. If the world united against the USA, could they actually take the mainland? The first line of American defense isn't a soldier, it's water. The United States is effectively an island nation the size of a continent. To the east, the Atlantic Ocean. To the west, the Pacific. For an enemy to land a single tank on American soil, they have to cross thousands of miles of open ocean. This is what military strategists call the tyranny of distance. During World War II, it took the Allies years to build up enough supplies to cross the English Channel a distance of only 20 miles. Crossing the Pacific is 5,000 miles. An invading fleet would require millions of gallons of fuel every single day. They would be sitting ducks for submarines, satellites, and long-range bombers for weeks before they even saw the coastline. But let's assume the impossible happens. The enemy fleet survives the crossing. Now, they have to pick a place to land, and this is where the map turns against them. If they choose the west coast, they face the wall. From Seattle to San Diego, the coast is guarded by steep cliffs and rough surf. There are very few beaches capable of offloading heavy armor, and those that exist are surrounded by major cities that would turn into urban meat grinders instantly. If they choose the east coast, they face the sprawl. The I-95 corridor is one of the most densely populated regions on Earth. Every city is a bunker. Every skyscraper is a sniper's nest. And if they try the Gulf of Mexico, they enter the trap. To get there, they must navigate narrow straits controlled by the US Navy. Once they land, they are met with the swamps of Louisiana and Mississippi terrain that swallows tanks and breeds disease. Let's move the war game forward. The enemy has established a beachhead. Now they have to move inland. This introduces the concept of strategic depth. America is massive. You can invade California, but you are still 3,000 miles from Washington, D.C. Between the coasts and the heartland lie two massive shields. In the east, the Appalachian Mountains create a natural guerrilla warfare zone of winding roads and dense forests. In the west, the Rocky Mountains are a wall of granite 14,000 feet high. Any army trying to cross these ranges would see their supply lines stretched until they snapped. They would be forced into narrow mountain passes where airstrikes would bury them under the rock. However, geography is only half the equation. The other half is the population. The United States has a unique demographic feature that no other nation possesses, the Second Amendment. There are estimated to be over 400 million privately owned firearms in the country. That is more guns than people. If a foreign army invades, they aren't just fighting the Marines, they are fighting the hunters in Montana, the ranchers in Texas, and the inner-city populations of Chicago and New York. Even if only 5% of the American population decided to fight, that is an insurgent force of 16 million people. For context, the entire active-duty Chinese military is only 2 million. An occupation of America wouldn't be a war, it would be a mathematical impossibility. Of course, this entire scenario ignores the elephant in the room. The moment a massive invasion fleet was detected, the rules of conventional warfare would vanish. The US nuclear triad missiles in the ground, bombers in the air, and submarines hiding in the deep ocean ensures that any nation attempting an invasion would be erased from history before their boots touched the sand. This is the ultimate checkmate. The cost of invading America isn't just defeat, it is extinction. So, is America invincible? Militarily, yes. Geographically, yes. But empires rarely fall because of invasion. They fall from within. An enemy wouldn't send ships. They would send malware to shut down the power grid. They wouldn't send soldiers. They would send algorithms to divide the people. They wouldn't attack the borders. They would attack the truth. Can the USA survive a full-scale invasion? The answer is yes. The fortress is secure. The only thing that can destroy America ... is Americans. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more scenarios on the future of warfare, hit that subscribe button.